All right, ladies and gentlemen, so we are in the Sobek realm doing their top 16. I have to preface this with, I don't know a ton of teams in this realm. Sobek is usually one of the more unfamiliar ones. So do not take this to heart. I promise you, I probably know maybe 4 teams in here, maybe. So do not take offense to this. I'm going to be going pretty much purely off of stats, which isn't very good just because there's a lot of like no-shows and a lot of that kind of stuff. So we're going to try our best. This is going to be really important. You leave me a comment down below which teams I should keep my eyes out on and which ones you think will end up making the finals and which one you think is going to win. So let me know. I'm going to pull up real quick on my other screen. Whoops, and I did close it. No, I didn't. On my screen, the stats. That way we can check them out. 34, 04 BB. I would say, so here's my big thing. I'm going to focus a lot on Arc because I feel like in the younger realms, provisions aren't like, they aren't looked at all. So that kind of nils out. If you have a team that actually does them, then they're going to be pretty solid. From what I see, 75 DC does really good on provisioning. And ABB, okay, and those are probably the, so it's probably just 75 DC that I'll classify that does any sort of provisioning. Arcs, W34, so the one that we're looking at right now is tied for number 1 with 2949. 04 BB, where are they at? They're number 17. Good lord, bro. Yeah, no. So they are gonna get dominated in Arc. Occupation, let's see. W34. Okay, so they are way in the lead for 2 of the 3 biggest ones. I think 50EW is the one that I was gonna go with. Let me see. Occupation R46. R46 is number 3 at 146. 50EW. Oof. Oh, they're number 19. Arc. 50EW is number 9 at 30. R46 is right below them. So I think that occupation is going to be too much, to be honest. R46 leads. I think we're going to go R46 because of occupation score. We're going to go R46 because of occupation. All right. DNT4, 8MC. I keep seeing 8MC in these stats all over the place. So let me see. And who are they playing? DNT4. 8MC is number 7 at 121. DNT4 right below them, 119. Provisions. I think they're both dog shit. Yep. Arc. DNT4, 50. 8MC at, ooh. Okay, so their occupation was close. Their arc is not close. So we are gonna go with the DNT4. All right, Hell, I know I've been seeing Hell, but I don't know if it's a good thing. 65 AC. .65 AC, number 10 in occupation, 103. Hell is number 12 at 95. So not that big of a difference. Let's look at Arc. Bro, both of these teams are trash. Hell is number 16 at 18. 65C. Ooh. Where are they at? 65 AC? Yeah. Is 36. So 36 to 18. So double. All right, so we're gonna go 65 AC on this one. All right. 69F, 29HX. (69F) occupation 107. 29HX. So right below them at 102. So the occupation is fairly nilled up. Arc 69. Nope. 69. 29HX, right? 29HX. Arc 30.5. Ooh. 30.5 to 17. You know what? I think we're gonna go with the Arc team. I usually always go with Arc team because occupation is pretty much nilled up. So the big divider would normally be provisions for your higher leagues, but because they don't tend to do provisions, I tend not to put too much weight on it in the younger ones. It comes down to occupation and Arc. So it's just whoever cancels each other out. ABB and then 06A. ABB is number 6 in occupation, 129. Jesus Christ, I had to have missed them, right? 06A. 06A, number 18, 75. So 75 to 129. That's pretty in favor of ABB. ABB. All right. ABB is 37.5. And (06A), yeah, it's number 14. Yeah, no, it's gonna be ABB. ABB. All right, 29, 49, 47R. I think 29, 49 should have this one. They're one of the teams that I do watch. Number 4 occupation, 146, and 47R is number 13 at 94. Arc 2949 is number 2. Yeah, this one should be 2949. 75 DC T3. Okay, so this one was the provision one, right? 75 DC. Yeah, 169 or occupation. So 75 DC is number 2 at 169. Their provision score is number 1 at 24. And their arc, I'm probably, yeah, they're way up there. Yeah, DC, not even close. Not even close. All right, W34, R46D. So arc, W34 is number 1. W34, I think their provisions were bad. W34 is number, yeah, okay. So we're gonna go W34. I think it's gonna end up being W34 versus 75 DC in the final, but we'll see. DNT4, 65 AC. DNT4, 118 occupation. And 65 AC is 2 below at 103. So nothing tragic there. DNT4, so they own 2 of the 3. So we'll go DNT4. All right, 29HX ABB. ABB leads them in arc. ABB leads them in occupation. All right. That one, bang. 75 DC. I think this one might be a good match, but we'll see. This is going to be between 2 bigger teams. So you got 75 DC, which is number 2 in occupation at 169. And then you have 2949, that's number 4 at 146. Provisioning, 75 crushes them. This is where I think it gets interesting. Okay. 2949 doesn't get destroyed completely, but it's a difference of 24.6 to 10.9. So like almost 15K difference. And then in Arc, 29.49 takes that. So it truly is. This is probably one of the best matches that you're going to see because they counter each other really well. 75 DC leading with occupation, provisioning's coming on 75, and then Arc going in favor of 29. So it flip-flops back and forth, but it isn't by much. And that's ultimately the biggest thing, is it isn't by much. 5K. So this one's gonna like a coin flip. I would say this one's a 50-50. I think in this match, I'm gonna take the weight of provisions into account. So I'm actually gonna give 75 the bump because I think provisions are gonna be what does the match in on this match. I think they'll go back and forth on both occupation and Arc, but I think the provisions are what's gonna bump them up over the top. And then from here, I don't think that anybody's gonna really compete with W34 unless they no-show, but I think W34 is already kind of a lock in there, right? ABB and then 75 DC. This one's a little bit more interesting. Both of these teams are 1 and 2 in provisioning by a 10K difference, still in favor of 75. Arc is in favor of 75, but not by much. I think it's by 12, but it still adds up. And then 75 leads them. So I think we're gonna give it to 75 in this count because they actually beat them in all 3 categories. Okay. So I think that's what our final is gonna be. I actually think usually with Baztet, more often than not, these go to 3 games. And the reason being is because it's the butterflies and new strategies and there's always something. So usually it goes to 3 games. So I'm gonna have it going to 3 games. Let me get this real quick. Game 1, I think W34 will kind of impose their will on the occupation aspect of stuff. Oh, and I did it wrong. I think they'll impose their will on the occupation and stuff. And it'll still be a good game, but I just think that's going to be too much. I think that 75 will make some adjustments in game 2. And I think those provisions will come in clutch on game 2. And then game 3, I think it comes down to the wire, but I think it will be based on an arc, which if I had to guess, I think, well, I know based on the stats that W34 is better in mid. But I think that the provisions will make it very interesting at the very end. So that is how I have the Sobek realm finishing up. Let me know in the comments if you agree, disagree, who you think are the best teams in this realm, and if you're excited. All right, we'll see y'all soon.